This is Nevada Newsmakers.
And back on Nevada Newsmakers, taking a look at a local race in northern Nevada today. Roger Holmes, who is retired from the Washoe County District Attorney's office, is running against Dick Gammick to run that office. And let's lead off.
Roger, a good source told me that you once were a prosecutor for DA Dick Gammick, but you had a kind of a falling out with him. Could you explain what happened there?
Well, there's basically there's a split of opinion about the way the office ought to be run. There's been a lot of changes in the office. There were a lot of changes between myself and two other people, and so we, Mark Moser, Terry Rusk, and I were all left the office at about the same time, within weeks of each other. Well, actually, Mark and I. And so we've all moved on down the road. I moved into the alternate public defender's office when it first opened in about 4 months, where I got a tremendous view of what the public defender's office does. So that was really a boon to me.
Well, what was the split about with you and Dick over, when you left his office?
Well, we just didn't see eye to eye anymore. It was time to move on. And
can we pin you down on what specifically you didn't see eye to eye on?
Well, there was some of the things that happened is prior to that, I happened to bump into some Reno police detectives. There was an event where some of the police detectives decided at a command staff meeting that I should be made the person for the ADA. They were very frustrated with the DA's office, and
so that's the assistant district attorney?
Yes, and because of that, I knew once that came out, if that ever got back, then I would be in a position that would be very difficult. And then I was one of the people that was, it would made things very difficult for me at the office, and so I left, and so did Mark Moser, and eventually Terry Rusk also left.
But obviously not for the same reason.
Well, Mark Moser left. There were four of us actually, Gemma Green. And there were, what a lot of people don't know is that the district attorney for a number of years has intended to insert John Helzer, his ADA, and he stated that in numerous meetings with us, that he intends to take the office, turn it over to Mr. Helzer, who lives directly across the street from him, so that in some way he could still have some control over the office. And that is one of the things that's very concerning to me.
You mean if Dick Gammick retires, that he would still have control over the... I'm not sure.
Yes, basically what has happened in the past, as we know, the sheriff has turned over the control of the sheriff's office in the past to one of his deputies, and they've taken over, and then they run as an incumbent. And that has always been the ideal for Mr. Gammick to do, and he stated it in numerous meetings that John Helzer would be the one to take over. And that may well be the case if he's elected again. That is the stated plan, and that's something that concerns me a great deal.
Where was that stated?
It's been stated in meetings with the DA's office, in meetings that we've had. He said it to me. That is the plan. In fact, he said, I'm going to turn over all of my campaign money to Mr. Helzer when it's time for him to run, and when he's appointed. And
I mean, this doesn't sound, forgive me for saying this, but it doesn't sound like a horrible thing. I mean, that if you are competent in what you've been doing, and Mr. Gammick's been the district attorney for many years, if he wants to build a line of succession, where's the problem with that? I mean, the public will still get to vote. All of this would come out of a time, no?
Well, I think the public gets to vote for who they want to vote for, and whether or not they want to have, if Mr. Gammick's telling people that I'm going to be running, then he ought to be the one that's running. But that's a stated plan that, has been said for a number of years.
So bottom line is, what you're saying is that Dick Gammick, who is running for another term, does not intend to fulfill the entire term and would at some point step down, or is it just at the end of his term?
I can't guarantee what he's going to do, but I know that he stated it numerous times that the plan is to insert Mr. Helzer, who lives across the street from him. That would give Mr. Gammick control of the office for, through Mr. Helzer for quite some period of time.
Okay, I want to get to some specific issues, and
sure.
Thank goodness for the internet, because we get to look at people's websites and the things that they're talking about.
Yeah.
One of the things that you talk about in your issues and priorities is crime must be stopped before it occurs. How do you do that?
Well, there's a number of ways you can do it, but one of the specific things I've said on my website is one of the problems we have here. I've got a background with juvenile probation. I've got a background with in education, and one of the things that happens on a continual basis is we've got a 49% dropout rate, the last statistics I heard, in high school. That's astronomical. It just can't happen, because what happens is those kids end up in the criminal justice system. They don't have jobs, they don't have skills, they don't have any place to go, and it's a horrible, horrible thing. So if we can keep those kids in school, keep them educated, or get them educated, and move them into the system, we're way ahead of the game. One of the things that they're doing, Ray and I went to Minogue and we wore uniforms there. One of the things that it impressed on me, I came from public schools before I went to Minogue, is you get this feeling that the reason I'm at school is to go to school. And everybody's the same, everybody acts the same, treats everybody with respect, and that's one of the things they're doing here currently. So school uniforms, but especially keeping kids closing campuses, because most of the people I talk to, Californians, Las Vegans, they went to school with closed campuses. And over at Worcester...
Okay, but Roger, isn't this the job of the school district? I mean, with the budget cut, we're seeing tremendous budget cuts all across government, on a local level, on a state level, on a county level. The district attorney's office has been cut dramatically. Where would you have the time and energy to be helping run the school district?
Oh, I'm not running the school district, but it is a law enforcement issue, because what happens is when those kids leave school, what they do is if they go out and they smoke marijuana, or they drink, or do whatever they're going to do, and they leave school during the day, a lot of our burglaries are committed by kids that are out there. So it is a law enforcement issue, and it's a law enforcement issue in the sense that eventually those kids are going to be in the law enforcement system. And I'm not telling the school district how to run it, but it's a very simple thing to close the campuses, very simple thing from a law enforcement point of view to have people wearing uniforms, because the gang violence that we have problems with tends to take that away, because everybody looks the same. They're not wearing their, gang regalia.
Okay,
Closed campuses was one thing that helped Hug High School.
Okay, let's take a break. More with Roger Holmes, who's taking on District Attorney Dick Gammick in Washoe County. We'll be right back after this timeout.
I have spent my legal career dedicated to helping people who have been harmed by others. I'm Herb Santos Jr. If you have questions regarding your rights, call me for a free personal consultation. In my office, I help injured people. I work for you.
Is this any way to clean a windshield? Well, it used to be the only way, but now there's the exciting new Windshield Wonder. The Windshield Wonder combines a microfiber cleaning cloth with a long handle and pivoting head to make windshield cleaning fast and easy. So easy, you don't even need glass cleaner. That's right, the Windshield Wonder cleans and shines glass with plain tap water. Amazing! Use the Windshield Wonder inside to clean mirrors, hard-to-reach windows, and more. Your Windshield Wonder order includes the handle, 2 microfiber bonnets, a microfiber towel, a spray bottle, even a handy storage pouch. That's a $20 value for just $10. But that's not all. Call now, and as a bonus, we'll double your order. Just pay separate shipping and handling. That's right. Get everything you see here, a $40 value for just $10. Call now.
To order by credit card, call 1-800-326-6508. You'll get a complete second set as a bonus with today's orders. So call 1-800-326-6508. That's 1-800-326-6508.
7 out of 10 Americans have credit card debt. Like this single mom who couldn't make ends meet and fell behind on her payments. Or this couple who considered bankruptcy because of their debt.
Call American Debt Specialist now to find out if you can reduce or even settle your debt for good. If you qualify, you could have one easy monthly payment that fits your budget. It's simple, legal, and proven.
It was amazing.
I'm glad I made the call.
Call 800-854-1612 now.
Workers' compensation laws can be confusing. How do you know whether the insurance company is following the rules? I'm Herb Santos Jr. If you have questions regarding your rights, call me for a free personal consultation. At my office, I help injured people. I work for you.
This segment is brought to you by the Whittemore Peterson Institute, where today's discoveries are tomorrow's cures.
As always, you can watch Nevada Newsmakers 24 hours a day at NevadaNewsmakers.com.
Thanks, Sam. Tomorrow we're going to have a debate with the GOP candidates to take Senator Randolph Townsend's seat in the state legislature. We have Ty Cobb, Ben Kekeffer, Frank Wright, and Todd